without an element of pranayama, it cannot be called as an asana. But pranayama can be a standalone technique. But asana must depend on pranayama. Without pranayama involved, there is no work on the mind. And when there is no work on the mind, it is not a body-mind or mind-body technique, because yoga is mind-body. It involves the mind-body. How the mind is involved is through the breath. That is the reason why if we can control the breath, we can easily control the mind. If you can control the seminal fluid, you can control the mind. These are all very high, very powerful techniques. But the easiest way is to incorporate the asanas. It is a very basic, fundamental practice, but it is very essential. That only when you feel your body is strong, then the mind starts to feel it, starts to feel strong, right? But there are some individuals who don't need the asanas because the mind is very powerful. That even if the body is suffering, it is not affected. They are still cheerful and very powerful. But how many people are like this? For us, a little bit of a knee pain, even at the side there, because it's so affected. So it is good that we get that feeling. Because this analogy of the mind. But the mind is compared to a restless monkey. Have you seen monkeys? Can they sit at one place? Except in the zoo. Outside they will be. So like that, that's how the mind is. But do you want to control this monkey? Can you control monkey? Cannot. So the mind, do you want to control? Yeah. You want to control? You want to control the mind or how? Control the mind. You don't want to control the mind, you want to master the mind. What is the difference? Controlling would what? Constitute some form of force. Mastering would be like kind of friendly. Now let's look at how we can tame not the monkey but the horse. Okay. Now let's say a wild horse. This is related to the techniques that we are going to do. A wild horse is brought for training. So in the first few days, the trainer will stand far from the wild horse. Right? He will not go near the wild horse. So the horse will be running around in its the place where it is going to be trained, with the fencing and all that. He will be jumping and then very agitated. Very wild, that's why we call it wild horse. Very wild. You don't want to go near the wild horse. So you just for a few days like this. And then after a few days, the person is just standing there. Is the person doing anything? Nothing. Just watching, witnessing. Watching how the horse is moving and running and all that. Just watching. Then after 5 or 6 days, he will go near the horse. Just go near. And the horse will be looking at the side of him. And then again moving. But now he senses him. He knows that this person is there, sensing. Then after a few more days, this man will go and offer the horse, not incense stick, food. The way to a man's heart is through the offer. So the horse, but not hungry, so he will go and take the food. Now, or a little bit more passive now, a bit more calm. Now after feeding the horse, just like when someone feeds us, we become friendly with them, right? So like this, he became friendly. So he goes near him and then plays with him. Right? Then after he is able to touch the horse, right? Feeding and touching it. And after a few more days, he puts the rope and then he's leading the horse around. Right? So now, you see what happened is indirectly he has been able to master the horse, correct? And then after that he will pat it and then put the saddle. And then again move around. He will put his hand on the saddle, get a feeling of being able to support him. And then finally he will jump onto the horse. And then initially it will be a bit of a struggle. And then after some time he will sit on the horse. And then when he moves the horse to the left, and he will go to wherever he wants to go, the horse will go, correct? Wherever. even if it is going to die, the heart will burst normally, right? When the race and all that, even to whatever extent, it will just follow the master. So similarly, this is how we train the mind. Many individuals fail in meditation and mind control and meditation and occult practices because they go with the intention of controlling the mind. This cannot be controlled. It can only be pacified. It can be witnessed, and then eventually you can master it. That is the way we are going to do it. So remember that whenever you are doing all those practices, just now when you were doing, there were a lot of thoughts, right? And what we did, we said, no, I don't want thoughts, I want just this. Correct or not? You didn't allow the thoughts to be there, you forced the thoughts to go out, and you wanted to see the light piercing. And then finally found that the light also cannot be visualized. Then we ended up talking, okay, now the light is coming, I see the light piercing, and then the light is piercing out, correct? Majority. Many people can't. We have, after the ages of 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, depends to what school you went, the more academically inclined schools that you went, the faster we lose the ability to visualize. So which means what? We should not go to schools which are academically inclined. No, we should have a balance. Right? The moment the child enters into rational school, rational thinking, begins the journey of sadness. They lose the visualization capacity. Joy is joy, rational thinking, or joy, a visualized feeling. Joy is a feeling. The development of the intellect without the development of wisdom is the development of sorrow. Look at all the children. We were all children at one time, right? And we were very happy at one time, right? Man, the last time we were happy, full of joy, really laughed our hearts out was when we saw Charlie Chaplin, when we were children, right? And then now we need some novel or big books to make us happy. Book of joy. What happened to us is that you can see that the ability to visualize, the less ability to visualize, the less happy the person is. The more ability to visualize, more happier the persons are. Which means a person, do not think that a painter should be happy because you think that he or she is able to visualize. Some painters are not able to visualize, they are just good because it is part of the rational training. Those who are naturally artistic without going for any school or training, then you can see that that kind of feeling is there. So if you look at the behavior of children below the age of 5, they are happy for no reason. Those who are above the age of 20 like us, we need a reason to be happy. Tell me the reason why I should be happy. Correct. If there is no reason, I will be what I am. For children, every time happy, and we have to tell them, let's laugh all the time. Be serious. They are laughing all the time. For no reason, you are playing with a straw. For 2 hours, you are playing with a straw. What? They have one straw and they will be playing with that very happily. We cannot make sense. How can a straw make you happy? I need the machine. So that is how we will need to cultivate this ability. What ability are we going to cultivate? Purely you will realize later on Kriya is just full of visualizations. Variety of visualizations. Sparking that feeling, that innermost aspect which can trigger back the joy. When joy comes back, disease will disappear. Disease will disappear. Sadness will disappear. You will have no reason to be happy. Which means without reason, without having no reason, without having any reason, you will be smiling. And again there's a danger.
Just I was asking the same question. She was always smiling inside me. I was thinking like, she's always smiling. What for? She was always smiling, and it started to irritate me. Why she's
in yoga center all the time smiling without any reason. So yes, you're correct. Your observation is right. For no reason we smile all the time.
Now she
A
starts
few of our yoga students stuck in some of the mental hospitals. In the 60s especially, many of them had this awakening of joy. The family just couldn't understand why they are so happy. Or talking very lofty philosophies.